after almost 2 months, I'm finally reviewing this. Here, let me tell you this. I couldn't review The Dirt for one big reason. That is, I couldn't review it without being so hyped. You know? I mean, I'm just sitting there and I was just... First time I watched it, I was like, I can't sit still watching this. I actually had to pause it a number of different times, hitting the spacebar over and over and over and over again, going, this is so much. It's a great movie. It's energetic. I even went to work the following day after watching it. Actually, no, let me just say that. I went to work after I watched it, and second time after watching it, and I just said, this is it. This is adrenaline pumped. I went to work. I went to some coworkers. I was like, no, go ahead. Watch The Dirt. It's wild. It's crazy. Goosebumps are falling all over getting all over your arms. The hair on the back of your neck is standing up. Hair dangling in the breeze. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so, yes. If you want a movie that's adrenaline-filled, The Dirt is your go-to movie. So what is The Dirt? Well, it's about my favorite band. Second favorite band. Mötley Crüe. And I know biopic films are a little bit inaccurate, and but the only things that I see that are accurate are the major stories of Mötley Crüe. For instance, Tommy Lee marrying Heather Locklear, and their party with Ozzy Osbourne, as well as Nikki Sixx escaping death, Vince Neil's car crash. I mean, there are 4 big accurate things that I noticed in Mötley Crüe. How they met, what really happened, that's all, some of it's fictionalized and some of it's not, but, what biopic is not? But what can I say? It's show business, that's what they do. Anyways, I love this movie so far. This is by far my favorite film of 2019, and it's a Netflix movie. I've never had a favorite movie of the year that's a Netflix film. Never. This is my first. Also, I have to say, Machine Gun Kelly as Tommy Lee is a spitting image. He is. I just looked at him and I said, hey, this guy actually kills it as Tommy. And I would have to say Tommy said the same thing. My sister, when she first saw a couple clips, I asked her, so who's the hottest? And she was like, well, Vince has nice abs. And I was like, you spoke. You have a crush on Vince. No more. And stuff like that. And my my brother, he was watching, he first watched a couple bits and pieces of it, and he said that the movie helped him get to know who the real people are. So whenever I show him concerts, clips of their real life concerts, like their last concert as well as their Tacoma concert of '87, he points them out. I was like, which one's which? And he's always like, oh, I know Tommy's the drummer and Vince is the vocalist. Vince was the easiest guy to recognize, actually, because he's the only blonde-headed guy in the group. Everyone else has rock and roll dark hair. Vince, my brother was watching their Tacoma concert, and he's like, oh, that's Nikki. And I was like, well, you knew all that before, didn't you? And he said, the movie helped me a lot, because the clip that my brother saw was when Mick Mars was joining the band, and I found out my brother and sister's type of comedy. I did. For a while, I couldn't figure out what type of comedy they liked. The only comedy film I know they liked, actually 2 films I know they like, Get Smart and the 1985 film adaptation of Clue.